Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome on back in for our second series of this evening. My name is Ice Cold Brew. I will be your commentator and broadcaster for the night as we go into Cross Progression League now, sponsored by Boost Over Ball and Tishok Gaming. Boost Over Ball is a great Rocket League podcast. If you want to keep up to date on everything that is going on in the Rocket League realm, go check out Boost Over Ball. And shout out to Tishok Gaming for being the Season 3 sponsors as well. Now, as we get ready here, folks, we're going to have another Krusty Crew Gaming squad coming to match up against another team. It is going to be Pandas and Smokey versus Acid Paradox, two teams on very opposing side of the realms at the moment in time. Let's start with Acid Paradox, only really playing one series so far throughout the season, coming in off of a loss of 1-3, and it was a difficult loss as well. Hopefully at this time they had a couple weeks to rectify and fix any issues they've had. Against them though, they're going to have Krusty Crew Gaming, Pandas, and Smokey, who's had a fantastic start. In fact, even in their last game alone, one of their players has had 7 goals throughout that series, 17 shots for, and I'm going to make sure I say their name right, Bichettes. Because I was just told that in the chat, so I want to make sure I say it right. So Bichettes with top scoring, high percentage, 41% out of the lobby, 7 goals out, 17 shots. You know they were happy with their performance last week. Let's see if they can do it again. Folks, I am so excited to get this match on the road. As I check in with the players, we're going to make sure everything is all set and ready to go. It looks like they are. They didn't even tell me that they were ready. I just asked if they were ready. They said they're ready to go. So we're going to go ahead and get this match started, y'all. It's going to be another best of 5 series here. This time to continue on with week 3 for Cross Progression League. It's going to be over in the blue, Pandas and Smokey, and my logos did not change, as we do have the previous matchup on there. KCG Chaos coming out on top previously, and a beautiful reverse sweep. And that is a great note, as Krusty Dog themselves is also in this chat. Welcome on in. Zandy is going to fire at the net, trying to take advantage of that center, but the entire Wash crew of Pandas and Smoking, Bichettes especially trying to find a touch here. It's going to be fair, trying to find a pass to Zandy. He saw some high-level gameplay, because that Pinnacle Cup is an SSL level. Hikari picking up the first goal, just off of a banger touch. Catches him unaware. Finner not able to chase after it. Peaks a little bit too slow. And believe that was Zandy just getting bumped out of the way. Got predictions going on as well, folks. So it's going to be live for another about 15 minutes, I'm going to say. 10 minutes maybe. As Zand is going to pick this ball up over in the orange side. Acid Paradox looking for their space, looking for their time. They're going to try and set each other up. They had a few good looks in the very beginning in that first minute. However, unable to convert on that run. You know they feel frustrated. Now, Hikari looking for a center. Is anyone there to help out? No, it's going to actually be Bichettes. Puts the ball on target. It goes towards the net, but Zand is going to be able to clear this one out. It's going to be Peaks picking it up, though. Peaks, lovely flick. Gets it over 1, can't get over 2. Won't be able to get past 3 at this point. 90 seconds gone by. I just saw your message, Krusty. I did not know the Pandas were your first KCG team. That's incredible. And they've been doing fantastic so far. Hikari able to find the shot, even with that defensive effort. Still puts it right inside the right post. Bichette's beautiful pass out up mid lane. Unfazed, recognizing the play, had to step back and was driving past, just giving the nod to Hikari. You know, it's fascinating, too, because Bichettes was the top scorer in the previous series they played last week. Who I believe, if I have that right, that was the folks over at Arrival 7. Oh, first goal to Peaks! Great pickup by Peaks. Takes the ball from Finner and then sends it right down center. Catches Hikari unaware. That momentum is what they needed. Arrival 7, no longer in the building, needs to focus on Acid Paradox. Their opponents for this week, Fake Kickoff live, as Unfazed is completely phased by the fact he didn't get that touch. Bichettes looking for a chance. God, Hikari already on a hat trick. We haven't even hit the half. It's off a beautiful pass from Unfazed, but it's a 1-2-3 truly, as Bichette hits that last defender, sends him off the ball, bumps it out of the way, and provides that opening for Hikari. Pandas and Smokey, truly able to take this opportunity for themselves, able to make an impressive run. And leaving Acid Paradox feeling lost as Unfazed, no effort whatsoever, just picks up that ball, flicks it up high off the corner bounce. Peaks really needs to find a higher peak for that touch. Still over half the game remaining. It's a 3-goal difference. Zand is going to drop that ball towards the blue side, but Bichette is going to find an opening. Fakes it out. Peaks comes in from behind to pick up the save, but Bichette's almost had that one. Ball over to the left corner. Bichette picks this up. Hikari also grabbing it too. Bit of a miscommunication. Picks on some pads. I think I have a... It's been happening all series. I think I do have a... an issue with the boost at the moment, where the boost meter just says there's more boost than there is on the players. That's fun, Rocket League. Thank you for doing that. As Peaks looks for a center, it's going to clear the ball over to the opposite side. Tries to scoop around. Can't get past Hikari, though. Needed just a little bit more help on that offensive push, but could not find a channel. Mums Queso, welcome on in. Already seeing an impressive game one from Pandas and Smokey. We saw an impressive reverse sweep from Chaos earlier, so you know Pandas and Smokey are excited to continue that run. Hikari, far side, redirect. Beautiful shot. Unfazed, a beautiful setup. Love that pass, still keeps on that left side. Right to where Hikari is ready for it, and with enough force, puts it just inside that right side post, brings it in. Hikari has been on a tear, currently 4 goals deep. Far, Finner will find a goal off the corner play from Zand, brings it back to a 3-goal game. That momentum's so important in this type of match, in this series. Even if you're not winning the first game, you have to close out the series. And picking up a goal, finding good passes for each other, that's how you set up for the next one. But I might be speaking too soon. There's 80 seconds left on the clock. That's enough to find 3 goals if you can keep that pressure going, if you can close off these passing lanes between the teams. Unfazed looking for their second goal, puts it on the left side, it gets denied. More of the goalpost than the body on that one. Hikari, center towards Unfazed, double commit by Bichette. Redirect by Hikari, it's towards the net, onto the left post once again. They love that side. Hikari now looking for the top shelf, denied, triple commit on the save, but Finner will get credit for his savior. Ball fired once again, Bichette can't convert. Peaks finds clearance, can't find boost though, is out of orange juice and begging for some vitamin C right now. Zand can't pick up the ball. That ball's over to the orange side of the pitch. Finner tries to clear it out, but it's Unfazed, just chases him down, comes in from behind, and Hikari comes in with the attitude adjustment of a demo. Pressure. Overwhelming pressure that can only find from a power washer. And they say washed on the side of KCG, Pandas, and Smokey. And that may be so with the way that positioning was just it. And I get a doorbell ringing. I have no idea who that could be. But fortunately, my partner will be here. It's probably the pizza. I don't know if that came in on the microphone. Unfazed, drops it down center. Finner. Down, mid, over to Bichette. Hikari tries to find the center. Unfazed has enough force, and they can't even get the clear out. Finner confirms the touch, but hits it off the post. Krusty, were you able to hear that doorbell through my microphone, by the way? I just want to check, because we do have a new setup here. I have a brand new Shearer microphone contributed. Oh, you did? Ah, dang. Oh, well. It allowed it be what it be. Oh. Over to the corner. It's 7-3 at the end of game 1. Might be 8-3. Bichette's looking for the pass. The chance to get another goal for the team, but instead, ball rattles around. Is going to hit the grass. All good, all good. I have a brand new microphone set up to contribute by actually the person who made the music as well, Christopher Escalante, also a great sound guy. With that, game 1 for Pandas and Smokey over Acid and Paradox. Bichette's going to sit. It's going to be Lemon taking over. Smokey is the captain of the Paradox team. Incredible. But what a great game 1 for Pandas and Smokey. Shows a bit of that momentum that they've had for this season so far. How they've been able to pick up so many series wins at the end of the day. And you know they have to be pretty satisfied with that. I remember what map my rotation is. Jesus. Y'all would think I'm a professional. Oh, Krusty Dog, thank you for the bits as well. I appreciate it. 500 bits from Krusty. And good luck to your other team as well. It's been a good night if you are part of the Krusty Crew Gaming. We will keep you up to date on this action as we get ready for game 2. Pandas and Smokey on a game 1 victory, an impressive game 1 victory, ending at 7-3. Now looking to continue unfazed. Won't be able to pick this one up. Lemon making their first appearance in this series. I believe maybe even for the season. No, played last week as well. Was actually one of their top assist players as well, tied with unfazed. Lemon now looking to make some plays. Drops that ball. It's going to be Hikari sitting that one up high and picks up the first goal for the team once again. Bichettes, thank you for the follow. Great first game for you. Beautiful assist to Hikari, who has continued to play as if nothing has changed. Unfazed, might have been a little panicked on that play. But it's calm, cool, and collected as they send that ball out to the corner. Drops it down center, looking for Hikari once again. But it's off the right post. Bichette's, who did a great job in that game 1. And having Lemon come in to join as well. As you've had Hikari, who's definitely been the hot hand right now. Lemon showing up as well, taking the assist from Unfazed. Star-studded roster over here on Panda and Smokey. Going into the third kickoff now. Still an impressive lead for Pandas and Smokey. Acid Paradox struggling to find momentum, struggling to find each other on the passing plays, and it's been frustrating, right? Because it feels like there's just these little moments of disconnect in their setups and how they want to find their passes. They aren't really predicting the ball correctly. They're struggling a bit with momentum. The times they found their goal are just because of missed rotations or plays like this, where they take the ball off the tee and then find the space beyond the fence. They find a home run. Sends that ball gone into the back of the blue side of the net. But it's going to be Lemon looking to make it back. It's going to be Peaks on the backboard. Gets a save. Ball dropped down. Hikari sets it up for Unfazed. Unfazed back to center. Lemon's not going to go for this one, though. Lemon, I appreciate it's playing safe. Takes it down. Tries to keep it calm. Hikari, low on boost, goes up for the wall. Finner was hoping that ball would roll out a bit. Instead, has to hit it onto the right backboard. Over to Peaks. Zand can't go up for this one, so it's Peaks dropping it down. Tries to get it down to the center line. Top shelf denied. Ball down center, though. Finner will come in with the cleanup. Finds the mop. Sweeps up the mess before it becomes an issue. As Lemon finds the goalpost and can't recover in time. Pandas and Smokey. Now tied 2-2 with Acid Paradox. Acid Paradox have found some moments, still some errors left and right for their opposition that they've taken full advantage of, and I think that's what you need. You need to punish them on these mistakes. If they don't know how to block low, keep kicking them in the toes if you are in the fighting game community. And honestly, with those rotations, that's basically what happened. They just kept going low. They just kept challenging. However, mechanically, powerfully, strength build-wise, Pandas and Smokey are just a bit better. Hikari especially has had a beautiful game. I think that is now 7 goals for them. Now Unfazed drops this ball down center. Won't be able to find the assistance here. It's going to be Hikari looking for a top shelf bang. Gets denied by Peaks. Lemon and Unfazed both double committing. Unfazed out of touch, out of mind. It's going to be Hikari. Nice flip reset. Off the backboard though. Can't follow through as I quickly go to fix something. There we go. 120 seconds left to go. 1 goal game. Peaks needs to get this ball. Sends it up center. Lemon can't go for it. Rule 1 in the back of the net. Zand can't get past Lemon. And he's feeling a little bit more sour for it. Unfazed. Looking for that bottom left. Hand's a bit too far out right now. Zand upfield over to Peaks. Peaks drops it at the half-court line. Finner on the right side, looking for some assistance in the wings. That's a top shelf opportunity. Finner tries to dunk it down, but Unfazed was underneath him. Denies a shot. Ooh, Zan did not want that back pass. Finner taken to the graveyard. Peaks can't confirm the touch. Unfazed will find another goal, brings it up by 2. Peaks very much fazed by that. Frustrated that they couldn't get the touch even at being at the center of the net. Just caught off guard. 81 seconds left to go. Enough to mount a comeback here. But they need to find momentum. That ball almost went in. I'm not going to lie. I looked in for a second. Just too far off that left side. Zan tries to get the clear. Peaks top shelf will find clearance. That's a bit more what I want to see. They're taking advantage of the confusion and bumps. Look at the cluster of Smokey and Pandas over on that corner. That basically a triple commit in that side, threw off their rotation, provided that opening. All they needed was a mistake on that defensive effort, and that ball was going in for Acid Paradox. Now, 1 goal game, 55 seconds left to go. Lemon, though, will have the goal. Squeezing into that mid lane. And popping that ball just a bit fierce. Out of Finner's touch. Out of Finner's range. Which, even then, I think even if Finner was just a bit further ahead, would not have gotten the clear anyways. I think it was just too harsh, too on target, too fast for them to catch up. Back to a 2-goal game. Peaks wants to keep one away. Can't do so. Finner. Off to the left side. Tries to find a center. Lemon on the ceiling. Tries to pull away that defense on the side of Acid Paradox, but they weren't falling for it for a bit. But now that ball's open. Peaks hits it off the left post. It will go out. Upfield, Hikari's in the backcourt. Unfazed takes out Zand. And with 15 seconds left to go, and another goal in favor of Pandas and Smokey. Game 2 is securely in the bag. They had so much more momentum on their side here. However, it's the same issue. Again, that backside defense, that effort on the back end of the pitch just really wasn't there for them. They weren't able to deny these passing lanes, and they're getting caught off guard because of it. They're getting caught out of position the entire time, now with a 3-goal difference. Again, Game 2 in favor of Pandas and Smokey. Acid Paradox, they have the right ideas. They are catching them off guard when they can. However, they need a little bit more oomph behind it. They need a little bit more thorough planning. Unwashed stepping out for this one. Hikari, I believe, has 7 goals in this series at this point in time, but 3 assists as well. Unfazed stepping out for Bichettes. Bichettes coming back to the pitch, top scorer of the last series against a rival 7. Could be his moment where he's going to stand up and become the fulcrum of their offense. But right now, Hikari has been the hot hand. But with the way Lemon has been playing as well, too, I would not be surprised if it just switches between them. Truly, they have a super duo on their hands right now. I'd go so far to say they have a nice Miami Heat super team as well. As we go into Game 3, looking for a 3-game sweep, how nice would it be for Pandas and Smokey to do so? Lemon gets the save at the final moment as Acid Paradox wanted to start off on the right foot, but sadly their shoelaces were untied. Ball sent over to the orange side of the pitch. Bichettes off the backboard over to Lemon. Ball down center. Lemon, pop up over 1. Can't get past 2, but Hikari might. Has 1 in the way. Finner gets it out, though. Bichettes onto the backboard. Sends it up half court. Double commit from Pandas and Smokey. Hikari and Lemon both going for that ball. Unable to follow through. Instead, it's going to be Finner looking for a center. Has a chance. Goes for the flip reset. Tight angle. No one's there to help out. Peaks drops it back over to the right side. Wants help in the wing. Zand able to get there a bit late. Still keeping that pressure on. A minute has gone by and we haven't seen a goal from Smokey and Pandas yet. Or Pandas and Smokey. Need to do that in reverse. Zand pops that ball up high. Sends it over to Hikari. Hikari still on that wall. Drops it down middle. Bichette's out of place. Not there in time. Gets the dunk instead. It's going to be Finner. Finner low on boost. Taken out from behind. Bichette comes up and sends him to the graveyard. Ball still out of reach of Bichette. Just a bit out of position here. Not able to get a good read. So far, I feel like Unfazed has been that fulcrum to orchestrate the offense as Bichette proves me wrong, picks up the goal. Great setup from Lemon. That demo, so essential for that offense. Provides an opening as Peaks seem to be going boost over ball on that rotation. Boost over ball podcast, one of the sponsors for Season 3 of Cross Progression League. Peaks drops this one down, looks for Zand, but Zand is just not able to convert. I don't think Zand's been able to convert outside of some very fortunate touches. Lemon goes for the fake. Fender is going to be able to clear this one out. Peaks taken out by Hikari. Won't be able to go through. They are so cute and so fierce. Good half-court 50 from Peaks, able to buy some time. Still down by a goal, half the game left. Bichette's going for Peaks once again. Peaks still gets taken out. Bichette's truly trying to make this game of chase more exciting by adding some explosions. Peak, though, will find the shot. Hikari can't get there in time. Pyrrhic victory gets the demo for Hikari, but Peaks, the damage has been done. Able to branch out. Just like our sponsors over at Tishok Gaming. Rusty, I hope you appreciate that since you mentioned the sponsors, I've been making sure to include them more often. Ball heading up towards the half-court line. Bichette's now seeing the game is tied. Is going to try and make more of an effort. Lemon gets another touch. Doesn't really like the look of it, though. Hikari with a rare miss. What? Bichette's goes up, though. We'll try to find purchase. Sends it down and around. Lemon following through. Ball onto the wings. Going to be Bichette onto the backboard. Looking for a connection. Hikari's a bit far out. Still able to follow through. Double commit on the save from Peaks. And Xander, Finn. Acid Paradox finding a gasp of fresh air here. Still a chance, and won't be able to get another touch. That dominance just not able to fall through. Peaks, though, hits the ceiling. And Finner won't be able to follow. All around the ring. Lemon able to find the shot. Sends it onto the right post. Zan just hits it hard into the corner, and that might have been a mistake. As Bichette goes to clear out the back line. Makes like a scythe through a cornfield, getting everyone bunched up in one corner. Now the lead back over on the side of Pandas and Smokey. Pressure back on for Acid Paradox. Zan getting bumped. Finner gets the ball, gets a clear, gets bumped out at the half court. Can Finner get Zan to get another touch? Finner looking for a chance, looking for the upper 90. Peaks able to pick up the ball, but won't find purchase. Sadly, his money's no good here. Card denied on the wings. Akari steals the ball away from Lemon. Bichette's on the backboard. Avoids the bump. Do appreciate that bump attempt, but it might have been mistimed. Zan's now the last one back. Needs to get the clear. Fenner is going to be able to help out, though. Peaks waiting for the bump, waiting for the demo. There's a little help there, but it's not enough assistance from Akari, able to cut them down. Peaks had to make an evasive maneuver and sadly could not find the goal. Xander, though, in front of the net. Akari drops it down. Still a pop-up. Peaks looking for a chance. 50 from Lemon. Akari keeps it alive. Bichette carries it over to the orange side of the pitch. Low on boost. And Peaks tries to clear it out, but it's got to go inside. Own goal at the buzzer. 3-0 sweep for Pandas and Smokey. Everything's going Krusty Crew Gaming this Friday for the 1st of August on National Girlfriend Day. GG's, they are 3-0 as Pandas and Smokey. Bichette finding a goal here. Akari, top scorer of the series. Beautiful series from Panda and Smokey. And they have to be really happy with how they have closed out that match. But folks, I might be done for the night. That does not mean the action has to end for you. That's right, we are getting ready to head on to another series. It is going to be Maxine covering the folks over at, I was about to read the wrong name, over at Tenjin versus KCG Crash. Bichette is the MVP of my heart, I'm not going to lie. Krusty, can you check and make sure Maxine is still casting? And tell me what game they're on so I can get us set up for that if you are able to. I can try to get over there. I'm probably going to get hit with ads if I'm being honest. Let's see what Maxine's got going on. Folks, thank you all so very much for joining me for this series, for the night. As it looks like we're in game 4 for Tenjin and KCG Crash. Maxine covering this action. With that, folks, we're going to get ready for a raid over there. So if you are not over watching KCG Crash take on Tenjin, it's going to be a fun night. I want to give a huge shout out once again to Cross Progression League for having me cover their matches. And a big shout out to our sponsors over at Boost Overball and Tishshock Gaming. Thank you all very much. Finally, a shout out to Christopher Escalante, !track if you are here in Twitch for checking for commissioning, for being commissioned and making the music for my broadcasts. If y'all would like to check out Christopher Escalante, go to ChristopherEscalante.com for more information. If you are following this on Twitch, thank you so much for joining me on the live broadcast. If you are watching this on YouTube, drop a follow, grab some clips, leave a comment as well. Thank you all so much for the action. Have a good night.